All right, here it is, Game 5 for all the marbles to advance to the finals for Division D. We've got Gold Rush. Home map for Chirimoyos. 2-2 tie. Let's see what we got for civs here. So Homo Rextus and Armatu playing as the Magyars and Turks. Turks, that is interesting. I guess with the quantity of gold, you're figuring if you can get control of the middle early, then you'll have all the gold you need to play the sorts of things Turks like to play. Hand cannons, janissaries, bombards, and the like. On the other side, we've got Kamayu playing as the Vietnamese and Godricus as the Burgundians. So, what is going to be the opening in feudal age here for TabA? I guess you can open still with archers with Turks. But I am curious if they're thinking about going double cav, taking advantage of the pierce armor advantages for the Turks. They did go double cav last game, and it worked out all right there. But then again, that was Land Madness. That's a very different map. I do think it's going to be a lot harder to go double cav on this map. Ooh, look at this. Kamayu laming some of the sheep already here for Homo Rextus. I think he's thinking about the boar as well. He's been spotted, though. He's established a reputation for himself throughout the series as someone who will take your food off your plate. And yeah, I mean, on this side, we know what they'll be going for. There's going to be archers from Kamayu, of course, as the Vietnamese player. And scouts for our Burgundians player. Hasn't gone for the double bit axe upgrade yet. There it is. Speaking, it shall be done. All right, I am going to fast forward just a little bit here, at least until we see some action in Dark Age, or until someone is clicked up. And I guess we could take a quick look at the maps here. I mean, Backberries, that's nice. I mean, Gold Rush, sometimes really awkward to wall, but you could think about walling to the edge here, wall down to the TC. I don't know, that's big investment, the walling here on this map. I guess maybe just go for your circular walls. What about on this side? That's a nice long wood line. I do like that. Yeah, put a house there, house there. You've already got half that walled in. Wall this, wall there, and then wall in front to the TC. That'd probably be a pretty good setup. And yeah, this is unfortunate for Homo Rextus. Barry's very far forward there. So if we get some early spears archers forward for the Vietnamese player, that could be a problem. Another option, honestly, is just men-at-arms in this situation. Vietnamese player knows exactly where his opponents are, knows right off the rip that it's a cav player. So could think about men-at-arms here. And with the berries forward like that, and with how hard it is to wall things in on this map, I don't know, men-at-arms could be a pretty effective option here, but we'll see. All right. Godric is a bit behind in fill numbers again. So I'm wondering if, once again, that was Loom. 25 seconds of idle time. So I guess that was just... There might have been some idle time because of absence of food in order to get double bit axe. That might be what happened there. Could have gotten housed as well. Not sure. Yeah, Kamayu walling to the edge there like we thought he might. So I guess this side is where I'll be curious to see how he walls it. Maybe he's just thinking about going for the really big wall all the way around. Would secure a lot of real estate, but that is a wall that's going to take some time. All right, 21 pop up here for our Turks player, 20 pop up for Magyars, 20 pop for Burgundians. No one on gold over here, so it is looking more and more like double scouts. And it is looking like straight archers here for Kamayu. So we will not be seeing men-at-arms. But they could just opt for the small walls. They don't know it yet that their opponents are going double scout, but once they figure that out, That's a way to keep your eco safe while getting really early pressure with spears and archers. Alright. So here comes the stable for our Magyar's player. And let's see if we get the stable from Aramatu here. Haven't quite finished the barracks yet. Alright, there's the stable for Godricus. Show us the stable. There it is. Double scouts. Worked from in game 4. They're going to try it again in game number 5. Yeah, Kamayu, very aggressively walling here, is actually going to have this complete really soon here. Yeah, actually, everyone's walling quite aggressively. Alright, here comes range number 1, range number 2. And I think TabA, they are on the clock here. They need to get damage in quickly, especially with their opponents walled up like this. If you're going double scouts, really need to get that damage in. And I think this is potentially going to work out really nicely for Chirimoyos. Having these walls up already. I know it's an investment, but double scouts, it's going to be worth it. Yeah, there's just no damage to be had right now for Homo Rextus and Aramatu. Yeah, I mean, completely full walled and completely full walled. And there's a gap here. They could try to dive in, I suppose. But there's already a spear out there in defense. Scouts as well, 4 of them for Godricus. And he's going to push forward on his opponents who are quite a bit more open. Still open in the back here is Homo Rextus, and still open in the back is Aramatu. Bloodlines are already on the way in here for Aramatu. The question is, when are these archers going to move out? Do we have a blacksmith? Yeah, yes we do. Blacksmith coming down for Godricus as well. Let's see if these scouts opt to dive in. The wall's still not quite done. I think these scouts... Oh no, they're just going to come right through the middle. Good timing on the blacksmith there. Wait, I'm very confused. Is that a second blacksmith? No. Alright, that's right. It was just bloodlines. I was like, you got an upgrade. Okay. Archer's just playing defensively at the moment. I'm very surprised Kamayu's not moving forward with these quite yet. Alright, there it is. Aramatu's dove in. We sealed the fate for these scouts. They're now trapped in, so let's see if they can get some damage. One Vil, not quite down. And the spear getting some pokes in there. Alright, the Vil goes down. The scouts, I think that was a misclick, attacking the farm. So one scout goes down. Alright, over on this side, look at that. Godricus in on the wood line. Nice Vil fighting there with those scouts, though. Alright, Homo Rextus jumping on these units. Has forging, but doesn't have any armor, so that's going to be a great trade for Kamayu. He's going to have no complaints about that. Surprised Kamayu hasn't added spears into the mix. And yeah, this is cleaned. Alright, so suddenly what are we looking at? 12 military units for Chirimoyos, only 5 for TabA. And it is a lot of wall for those archers to break in on. I am a little worried about TabA's position here. They could definitely take some damage here in late feudal age. So let's see how they can defend. These scouts desperately need armor. I do not think that's a fight Homo Rextus wants to take. Unless you're able to catch your opponent sleeping, but that's not the case here. Kamayu, Johnny on the spot. And yeah, suddenly only 3 scouts on the field here for Homo Rextus. Where are those archers traveling? Yeah, so they're not going to be able to break in here. Those house walls coming down, so maybe they're going to try to break in there. Range the wood line. This did buy some time, though. So So how far are we looking from Castle Age right now? What's the res? All right, good food count right now for both our TabA players. Bohemians, though, will probably be the first up. That Bohemians eco. Gonna be cooking. Wheelbarrow on the way. And we already have Bowsaw as well. Right, no Vil kills, but that is idle time. Oh man, that would be so sad if that house goes down. Yeah, archers could be trying to break in here right now. Here comes more. Yeah, just keep that pressure on, at least until one of these players is up. And surprised Kamayu just bypassing this. Maybe, not sure why he didn't try to break in there. That house is getting down there. Could be one of those things where it's been attacking so long you just sort of forget about it. This is a scary number now, though. Alright, Homo Rextus has survived the storm. It's going to be to Castle Age pretty soon. And we'll be able to get some knights to try to clear this up. And still Feudal Age for Kamayu. So it doesn't have to worry about Expo, at least not for a little while. Got Rickus pretty close to Castle Age himself. And he will have Cavalier on the field. What's he going here? 2 stable? Yeah, 2 stable. What about on this side? Curious if we're going to see a CA switch from the Turks player. Alright, let's see if Kamayu runs back home once he sees that Homo Rextus is up to Castle Age. And yeah, he is. No, he's going to keep trying to go in. Maybe not. Alright. Heading back home. Here comes the night production. Do we have armor on the way? Not yet. Alright, got Rickus adding a second TC immediately. Is he going for the Cavalier upgrade? He is. Stable number 3 here for Homo Rextus, so I think he's going to be staying 1 TC for a little while. And try to go with that production. I do think it would have probably been good for him to, instead of sending the knights back to try to deal with that unit, try to find these archers and catch them before they get home. Yeah, Aramatu knows where they are, and he's going to see that they're still feudal archers. Interesting. Okay, castle coming down from Aramatu. Wonder why he chose to drop it on this ridge here. Usually when players drop it on the ridge, they'll drop it between their opponent and the gold to prevent their opponents from getting gold. But in this situation, why not just drop the castle right there on the top? Secure the high ground, secure the gold. Adding a siege workshop here. I wonder if he's expecting his opponent to have a TC in the middle. Interesting. Siege workshop when you're up against the cav player. I'm not sure about that. A hole in the wall there on the wood line. That's really unfortunate for Aramatu. Loses some vills there. Only at 38 vills right now. Oh, there was a hole there. Oh, brutal. Alright, Homo Rextus trying to dive on the archers, but those are Expo now. And yeah, that is definitely not a fight you can take. Oh, is this TC going to be denied? This is so risky by Aramatu trying to get this up without any military support. The Cavalier spot it, and this is a bit of a disaster right now for Aramatu. It's not been a good minute. A hole in the wall, and now a denied town center. They're getting the units back toward the castle. But look at this, the archers coming forward. Siege workshop immediately. Very quick reaction here by Chirimoyos. Yeah, and the TC has to be deleted by Aramatu, who's making a Janissary switch. But the eco is not in a great spot for it. Was counting on the gold, and right now is not taking gold from anywhere. It's going to have to take it there. But these archers are going to have high ground over that position. I do not like this spot at all for Aramatu. Oh man, how differently this game would be right now if that TC had gone up. Godricka spotting that was pretty clutch. And this Mangonel, exposed in the open without any military support. Fortunately for Armatu, however, not spotted by the Cavalier. Siege Workshop is down. And this is an army that Homo Rextus is going to have some trouble dealing with. It's going to be a while before there's much military support from his teammate. Janissary's just now starting to mass. And look at the military numbers right now. Chirimoyos 56 to TabA's 23. Yeah, I think if you're Godricka's Kamayu here, pressure the Cav player. Cav player is going to have a very, very hard time defending against this. And it looks like that's what they're thinking. Heavy on stone as well as Kamayu, I think, wants to get a castle up on this high ground. Knows that Aramatu's trying to access that. A castle, like, right up here would be great. I like these houses, too. This is great. He's preventing the opponent from getting a castle in that spot. If he wants to drop one there, of course, he can always delete those. Alright, stables are going to be going out for Godrickus, and there's just going to be, pardon me, for Homo Rextus, and there's going to be nothing Homo Rextus can do about it. He cannot engage with this army. Ballistics is almost in as well. Chirimoyos looking like they are in a very favorable position right now to take the semifinal set in the decider game 5. Yeah, and the army's committing. They're diving in. Homo Rextus hoping to get enough of a mass here to be able to dive and take this. He's got 19 knights, but the problem is there's 20 cavalier, 38 crossbow on the field. And this is rough. Yeah, I think Godrickus, yeah, keep some of those units. Raid that eco. Oh, that is so much eco idled. Most of the eco having to run back here. TabA winning this fight is, I think, probably their only chance. They need to win this fight, and they need to win it pretty decisively. Neck and neck here so far. Damage output on those Janissaries is nice, but the fight coming out in favor of Chirimoyos. And look at that, Chirimoyos with a 20 villager lead. And the castle that Kamayu wants, he's going to get it right there. I think could even justify putting a little further this way. Yeah, still 1 TC at the moment here for Homo Rextus and Godrickus booming ahead. Oh no, Aramatu going for the Desperation Castle, but it's going to be denied. There's Expo on the field. Yeah, has to delete that castle. Is going to get one here, but that just doesn't secure you very much. It's not going to protect the gold. These Expo can just camp that gold all day long. And a Turks player without gold, it's like a fish out of water. Chirimoyos screaming ahead in this match. 30 Vil lead, 30 military lead. They've got more town centers. They've got map control. Basically any ingredient that's going to contribute to a win right now is favoring Chirimoyos here. What can TabA do? What on earth is their win condition right now? They can't really think about getting any sort of counter raid. This base is really tightly constructed there by our Vietnamese player. Yeah, and I don't think counterattacking's gonna help you much here. You don't have the military to do it. There's only 5 knights on the field right now for Homo Rextus. He's about to die here. He's about to die. Cavalier diving into his base. These Expo, I think, are just gonna dive right past the town center. Chirimoyos is going to take game 5. And they will be the team advancing to the finals here. Yeah. And TabA knows it. They call the GG. Good luck next. Love the sportsmanship. A hell of a set. A hell of a set. I enjoyed that so much. Chirimoyos 3-2. Again, 2 incredibly evenly matched teams. So many of those games could have gone either way. Credit to TabA. They had a hell of a performance. It was a good show. And congratulations to Chirimoyos advancing to the finals for Division D. take a quick look at the stats here before we move on. Yeah, unsurprising, big KD difference. They just were always taking fights with much bigger militaries. And both of them with a superior eco. Not a surprise there either. I mean, that game could have gone a lot differently. I think if Aramatu had a little bit better of a castle time and hadn't been spotted there by Godricus, maybe if Homo erectus's knights had been there to support the building of the castle, you get that position up. You don't lose those vills. You get healthy Janissary numbers. Maybe that game looks a bit different. I'm not sure. All right, well, that will do it for that cast. Again, I enjoyed that one very much. That was a long set. Goodness. But well worth it. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to casting the finals for Chirimoyos versus, I think it's going to be either the Sleepers or I can't remember who the 4 seed is going into the tournament. But Chirimoyos, the 3 seed going into the playoffs. And yeah, we'll see who they'll be up against. I think their opponents are playing this Saturday, so we will know in a couple days here. All right, congratulations again to Chirimoyos. I'm signing off. Y'all have a good one.